Kristi Noem got caught speeding here on Meet the Press. This is a glorious clip where she just runs into a brick wall of facts while she's trying to obfuscate. And this is now, the second or third time we've covered on this show her crumbling in real time under mild scrutiny. So this is about the horrible flooding in central Texas where a lot of people ended up dying. Remember, the main culprit there is the fact that Elon Musk and Donald Trump ruined our ability to get accurate weather forecasts because they cut the number of weather balloons. They fired 600 people from NOAA and the NWS, the National Weather Service. And so they ruined our ability to give out the proper warnings at the right time and even get an accurate forecast. And as a direct result of that, people died. But also, they're destroying FEMA. Trump is openly talking about abolishing FEMA, getting rid of FEMA. And so in the wake of a disaster, when, the federal government's not there for you, now you know why. They don't want the federal government to be there for you. So here, Kristi Noem is going to be pressed on this a little bit, and man, does she fail miserably.
I do want to talk big picture in just a moment, but the New York Times is reporting that thousands of calls from flood victims to FEMA call centers went unanswered in the middle of this ongoing disaster because you didn't renew contracts to keep call center staff in place until nearly 1 week after the floods. Why did it take so long to extend those contracts?
It's just false. Those contracts were in place. Nobody,
it didn't take 5 days?
No employees were off of work. Every one of them was answering calls. So false reporting, fake news, and it's discouraging. It's discouraging that during this time when we have such a loss of life and so many people's lives have turned upside down, that people are playing politics with this because the response time was immediate. And if you talk to anyone in Texas that was there, that was a part of this operation, they would say the federal government and President Trump immediately responded.
Just to be very clear, on July 7th, 15.9% of calls were answered. Mm-hmm. I mean, does that concern you that only 15% of calls were answered? These are people in a desperate state. FEMA, often the first call that they make, only 15% were answered on July 7th, several days after the floods.
These contracts were in place and those people were in those call centers and they were picking up the phone and answering these calls from these individuals. So that report needs to be validified. I'm not certain it's accurate, and I'm not sure where it came from. And the individuals who are giving you information out of FEMA, I'd love to have them put their names behind it, because the anonymous attacks to politicize this situation is completely wrong.
She said the word validified. I need to see that validified. What? First of all, that's not a thing. Second of all, why? I wonder why she wants them to put their names to this. She wants to put their names to it so she could fire them. That's the move. That's what she wants to do. She wants them to, out themselves so they get fired. Okay. That is literally like a Katrina level or worse than Katrina level disaster here. When about 15% of the calls were answered, when people are desperate and calling FEMA in order to survive, things are flooding, they're hanging on for dear life, they're looking for a loved one, they're in a situation that they don't know how to get out of, they desperately need the support of the government in order to make it out okay. And only 15% of the calls at the call center got answered, and she has the nerve to go out there with a straight face. I mean, this is the degree to which these people are comfortable with lying about the most serious and devastating topics possible is just astonishing to me. I don't know how she sleeps at night. I don't know how, does she not realize that she's an evil person? Does she not realize that she's basically a living demon among us? How do people like this sleep? You have tremendous responsibilities to look after the American people, and you actively are against doing that and destroying the ability of the government to respond to these disasters and these crises. And you have the nerve to go in public with a straight face and make a case oh, we're doing a great job. Everybody knows you're not doing a great job. Everybody knows it's because of Elon and Trump that those little girls died in Texas. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows Trump is trying to abolish FEMA. He's openly talked about it time and time again. So how can you just go out there, oh, we're doing a great job. We're doing a great job with, disaster relief and disaster help. When there's not a disaster, all of you are out there saying we got to get rid of FEMA. This is not a good agency. We're going to send it to the states. And then now that disaster strikes, it's, oh, don't worry, we got it. We're actually doing great, even though we're not, and the numbers prove we're not. So I don't know, man. But how does this woman have the power that she has, and how can she lie with such a straight face? I know I keep saying it, but we need new Nuremberg trials, and people like Kristi Noem and Stephen Miller and Trump and Elon and all these people, they got to go to prison. If we ever want to get this country back to a place of sanity, they have to go to prison. It's that simple. All right, y'all, that's the show. I love y'all very much. You guys know the drill. Please click like and subscribe. Click that bell icon so you get a notification every single time a video drops. Thank you to everybody who supports this show on Patreon. Can't do it without you. You guys make this show work. Remember, this is real independent media. Everybody also can subscribe to Crystal, Kyle, and Friends on Substack. That link is below. And you can subscribe to Corrin's World on YouTube, where we drop Kyle and Corrin's. So yeah, we got that. We're trying to work on getting it live. We'll see how that goes, but I got to get my internet here fixed too. My internet sucks balls here. So anyway, all right, I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Peace. Hey y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.